Hi everyone, welcome back to Modernly Old Fashioned, a blog where I share our homesteading lifestyle. Today we are installing our nucleus packages of bees. Now this actually was taken a couple of weeks ago, and as of today our bees are still doing fairly well. Here we are opening up the nuc box. You'll hear me refer to it as a nuc or a nucleus package. It's the same thing. But what that is it's like a mini hive. There is a queen in there. There are obviously lots of workers. There's brood. You can see on this one the brood, or the brood is there. For those of you who don't know, it's the eggs, larva. It's the developing bees. And there's also some pollen and some nectar that they've started gathering in here. So again, we are just inspecting. We're actually trying to see if we can take a quick peek at our queen, hoping we can find her. And right now we had noticed there was a bee that was emerging from its cell, which was really cool, but unfortunately it didn't get close enough to the camera for you guys to actually see that. It's actually something that we can watch almost every time we go and look at our bees, as a new bee coming out of its cell, which is really quite interesting and really fun to look at. So again, we're checking them out. We're pointing out like the drones that we see and just trying to find the queen. We did not find the queen, but we weren't looking too terribly hard. It was more important to get them in and established. We're trying to also put them back in the order that we took them out of the box, putting them back into our hives in that order. And here I was bringing back some more frames. I apparently did not count, and I did not count correctly and was missing a couple. So I had to run back to the garage and get some more frames and add it. This is a 10 frame deep box that we are using. The hives that we are using are Langstroth hives. This is what we started out our beekeeping experience with last year. There are a few different other styles of hives, but after much consideration and research, we decided to go with these. In the future, we may try a different style, but right now we're satisfied with this. Next, we are dumping the remaining bees that are left in the box into our hive. This is the most efficient way to get them in. It looks kind of crazy, but it's quite effective. There are still bees left in the box, and they will work their way into the hive. We just leave the box in there. And we put on the cover and put on a medium super on top, and that is sugar water that we put in there. There's a hole in that cover and little holes in the top of that jar, so they can just reach in there and they can get some sugar water. It just helps them get established while they're getting used to their new hive, so they don't have to work so hard to get food, but we only leave it in there for a couple weeks. So here we are, and we are starting our second hive, starting to get that going. Again, filling it up with frames, and I actually had to go back to the garage and get more frames. I don't know, I had a mom brain day because I could not count to 10 that day. We have a little smoke, did not use much. They were very calm actually. And here Mike is removing the queen cage, and I'm going to bring it over and show it to you. This one was kind of cool. It had been in there for a while. You could see they were already building comb around it. The queen cage is what the queen comes in. So when the beekeeper that we got this from, when he started these hives, he put the queen in this cage. It has holes all the way around it, and then it has a little hole at the end where you put a candy plug in, and the holes that are all the way around are just for her scent, so they could see her in there, and then the workers chew away this candy plug, and once they're in there, it takes a couple days. Once they can release her, they're used to her scent and they accept her as their queen. So that's pretty cool. So that's why we were taken out. Again, here is more frames, and there were tons of bees in this box. Just a lot. It was quite cool to see. If you're wondering what that little red tool is that Mike is using and has been using throughout the video, it's called a hive tool. And this is a tool that is pretty much absolutely necessary if you want to keep bees. Bees create something called propolis, which is essentially like a glue that they use to seal up cracks and crevices and holes. And so if you're trying to move frames around, they are full of propolis, and it is impossible to do without the aid of a tool of some sort, and the hive tool is perfect. I will leave a link in the description below. And we are finishing up, adding a little bit of sugar water. As we were doing this, we looked in our box, we noticed that there was a larva in there. We believe that there was a swarm cell or a queen cell at the bottom of those frames that we disturbed unknowingly. There was nothing we could have done to know that that was there, and we destroyed that larva so fast. It was pretty crazy to see. A few bees left in the boxes, but they were all gone by morning, and here they are going in and out of their entrance hole, getting used to it. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please click the like button, and if you would like to see more videos like this, don't forget to subscribe. Thank you, and we'll see you next time.